Hey everyone, good afternoon. I'm doing a video today about our natural nasal wash. Oh, it's backwards. We're recently sending out some sample testers for everybody to use just to give us some feedback and make sure that the formula is working as good as we expect. And I'm getting a lot of questions about it and a lot of questions on how to use it. So I thought it'd be worthwhile to do a quick little video on it today. So, excuse me, hairball. So my theory upon making the nasal wash for pets is that typically if you have a pet that has a chronic issue that's causing congestion, like a chronic infection issue or chronic allergies, most vets don't typically think of offering any type of treatment for the nasal congestion, nor do they really know what products can be used. So years ago when I started breeding, and if we would have a kitten with a congestion issue, my vet at the time had recommended a product for babies that could be used to flush out their nose. And while it did work, it was, formulated for babies. So there was one type that was okay for cats and then one type that was not. So through the years, I was always hesitant to recommend that for people because if they accidentally grab the one with aspirin in it, then that could be a huge no-no for cats. So there's really not very many products on the market, or I don't really know of any that are nasal flushes specifically for cats and dogs. But there are cases just like for people. I mean, I know myself, I have allergies, chronic allergies. I get frequent colds and infections, so I use a nasal flush like the neti pot every single day, and other people use other irrigation systems, or there's like the saline plus sprays, lots of stuff that just helps relieve those symptoms because it flushes the stuff and pressure out of your sinus area. So, the thought is with this product that can help for pets that are dealing with similar situations, and there's no good products on the market currently. So of course it's formulated pet safe, specifically cat safe, because cats are more sensitive than dogs. So every one of our products that a cat can use, a dog can also use. But the ingredients in it make it so that it's a isotonic solution, which is going to help, by the mechanism of action, pull the stuff out of the sinuses, sort of creating like a osmosis type situation. And then there's ingredients in it which I'm not allowed to say are antimicrobials. So yeah, I'm not allowed to say that. But good stuff, good ingredients that will help facilitate healing of the nasal passages. That being said, this is merely a treatment for relief. It's not going to cure anything or solve your pet's problem if they have chronic congestion issues. There's something other underlying. So I'm telling everyone, be sure that you've had your pet seen by your veterinarian. Rule out if it's, this is not something you want to do where, say my cat Stubborn, who's never sick, never congested, suddenly is congested, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna use this nasal wash for, however long. No, that's like an acute problem with him. I would want to figure out what's causing his congestion and bring him to the vet for a check. So this product isn't for that, but this product is for those pets who have, either been actually diagnosed by a veterinarian with a chronic bacterial infection that just doesn't resolve because they have low immunity, or a chronic viral infection that doesn't resolve, again, because of low immunity. And, the pets have tried different therapies, but they're just kind of left with these chronic symptoms. Or a pet that has allergies and you know, even on allergy medicines and different therapies, they still have routine congestion. This is the product for those pets, so that you know you're not just leaving them with unnecessary suffering of, you know, sinus symptoms that hasn't been tried to be resolved. But once you've gone down that path, in some cases it's just a chronic issue, just like with people, then this can provide really good relief. So we're figuring out right now, you know, by testimonials about how often you'll have to use this. But because of the mechanism of action, it's really most likely for most pets going to work really, really well if you can just use it about twice a week and do a good flush. So that's kind of what we're aiming for right now, and you know, I'll let everybody know in the future as we get more info back from our testers. But yeah, that's it. So I'm going to show you how to use it. So this is just our sample size too. We're going to be selling this in 4 ounce and 8 ounce, since you do need a good fair amount of the product for it to work, because you're going to have to create a saturation situation so that you can flush it down your pet's nose quickly. So yeah, I had hoped to find a type of bottle that I could have used so that you could have just applied from the bottle, but I couldn't find a system that was going to work well for that, because also with pets, unlike, you know, treating yourself or a baby for nasal congestion, your pet is not gonna like this. You know, I'll be honest, they're not gonna like it. They're not gonna sit there and wait for you to put it up one nostril and then up another nostril. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna get it up one nostril and they're gonna run away. So we had to formulate it in a way that you could just flush both their nostrils at the same time. So the way that I figured the best to do that is just to apply it on a cotton pad or a cotton ball. So I just got these little, you know, pharmacy cotton pads, and then to create the flushing situation, I'm gonna just fold up the pad like this, put the product on it, and just let it absorb and soak in until you start getting some drips. When you get some drips, that means this is saturated, it's full of product. So now I have my little, hang on, let me recap that before I make a big disaster and show you here. So I've got my kind of squished up cotton pad, or like I said, you could use a cotton ball. You could even use like one of the makeup wedges, but that's gonna use more product, so I wouldn't want you to waste the product. So really a cotton ball or a cotton pad is the best. And even this might be a little large. If you're treating like a small cat or a small kitten, you could even cut it in half, so that way you're saving more of the product. But so this is saturated. So basically what you're gonna do now is you're gonna have your pet and you hold them under the chin. And I'm gonna get stubborn and do it in a minute, but I'll tell you, because he's not gonna be happy with me. So you're gonna hold him under the chin and you're gonna tilt their head up. So if I was a cat, I wish I was my cat, life would be easy. And tilt my head up, and you're gonna put this here and right over, covering both their nostrils, and you're gonna squeeze really hard and really fast. So the point is you're gonna try to squeeze all the product out, and it's gonna flush into your pet's nose, and then you're gonna let them go. So I highly recommend you doing this somewhere where they're not near like your furniture, or even be cautious of your clothing, you know, because some of this product may be staining with the oils and the extracts that are in it, and they're going to immediately start sneezing. That's the whole point of how this is going to work. The product's going to go in and do a flush, and it's going to help them, and they're going to sneeze all that congestion and all that stuff that's been sitting in there out. So, you know, really it should only take about 10 seconds once you're ready, and you just tilt your pet's chin up, flush, let them go. So, you know, I would do it at, you know, on a counter or something like that where things can't get ruined. So that's it, and I'm going to show you how to do this. And of course, Stubborn has to be my tester because he doesn't even have any congestion, but so we can show you guys how it works. But I'm bribing him with treats, so. No, buddy? So hopefully he won't sense what I'm about to do and run under the couch on me. So then I won't be able to finish this video. I got him. Good boy. Say hi to everyone. Yeah, I'm sure he knows something's going on. Get your treat. Yeah. Good boy. And this shows, by the way, another way to make your pet really like grooming time is make sure you're giving them treats before, treats during, treats after. You know, they may not really love the grooming time, but at least they'll feel a little bit better about it and about you. Yeah. He's definitely unsure about what's happening. All right, we'll give you the rest of the pieces after. All right, so here we go. Chin up, your cotton ball there, and squeeze and flush. And that's it. And he is gonna go and shake and sneeze and all that good stuff. I know, I'm sorry, buddy. And there he goes. But that's how you do it. That's how fast it is. I'm gonna give him his treats now, so thanks for watching, guys, and I'm really excited about this new nasal product. I think it's gonna work really, really great and help a lot of pets out there, so I'm happy. All right, questions, just post below. Thanks.